The Provider Notes Chart tab displays reports entered by providers that are not on the EMR panels of diagnostic imaging or pathology. Real-time connections are initiated to ITS to view the report, as well as the audit trail where applicable. Reports can be organized using various filters. The Provider Notes tab displays reports entered by providers such as rehab or respiratory reports, emergency department reports, surgical reports, and provider notes. On this screen, you're viewing all of the activity for Lucy Boyd from all of her visits. These reports are listed in reverse chronological order, and the name of the report displays along with any associated problems. The report icon is interactive and can be selected to quickly view the details. Next, you see the status of the report, the author who wrote the report, and the author's specialty. The clock icon shows events such as when the report was initiated, edited, and signed for those reports at a signed status and above. Selecting the Filter button invokes the Filter Provider Notes overlay. This is the same filtering functionality we've seen in the previous tabs, allowing you to select what data you would like to display. For example, you could choose to filter provider notes to only see those documented during your patient's emergency visits. Let's select everything in our filter to view all provider notes. In addition to filtering reports, you also have the flexibility to change the way you're viewing the reports organized on your screen. In your EMR preferences, you can set the default view. Here, you are viewing reports by activity date sorted in reverse chronological order. You can also review reports according to the patient's visits. This displays reports categorized by visit with the most recent document of that type appearing on this screen. For example, there are several office visit documents on this patient. However, you only see the report from 4/16 on the screen. By selecting the office visit document and drilling down, this overlay appears, showing you every office visit report associated to the patient's medical record number. This initial view of the screen is pared down, making the screen more condensed, which is beneficial if you want to look at the most recent document of that type for the patient. Selecting the Date view allows you to view all of the reports up front, sorted by date. There is no need to drill down further because everything is displaying on this initial screen. This type of view is more beneficial when you want to look at a history of the patient's reports across visits. You also have the option to view reports by physician specialty. This initial screen shows you the reports grouped by the associated specialty. And by expanding the accordions, you can view all of the reports associated to those specialties. The subcategory view initially displays the different subcategories of reports entered on a patient. This view allows you to look by the classification of the report rather than by the specialist who entered it. Drilling into a subcategory, you can see all of the reports associated to it, such as this cardiovascular example. If the patient has older reports that have archived from the originating application, the reports can still be viewed in the EMR by selecting the Archive button. When Archive is low-lit, it means there are not any reports to select and view from the Archive desktop. This concludes the overview of the Provider Notes tab. Now, let's review the features of the Nurse Allied Health tab.